No 100% quota on overzealous reservation. Supreme Court ruling stresses that overzealous reservation tends to affect rights of other communities. The Supreme Court is right in considering 10% reservation as anathema to the constitutional scheme of equality, even if it is for the laudable objective of providing representation to historically deprived sections. The verdict quashing the reservation of 100% of all teaching posts in scheduled areas of Andhra Pradesh for local scheduled tribes is not against affirmative programs as such, but a caution against implementing them in a manner detrimental to the rest of society. A 5-judge constitution bench found that earmarking teacher posts in areas notified under the 5th schedule of the Constitution adversely affected the interests of other candidates not only from scheduled castes and other backward communities but also other ST communities not native to those areas. Of course, what the state government did in its original orders of 1986 and thereafter in a subsequent order in 2000 was not without its own rationale. It found that there was chronic absenteeism among teachers who did not belong to those remote areas where the schools were located. However, its solution of drafting only members of the local tribes was not a viable solution. As the bench noted, it could have come up with other incentives to ensure the attendance of teachers. Another aspect that the court took into account was that Andhra Pradesh has a local area system of recruitment to public services. The President, under Article 371D, has issued orders that a resident of a district, zone cannot apply to another district, zone for appointment. Thus, the 100% quota deprived residents of the scheduled areas of any opportunity to apply for teaching posts. Affirmative action loses its meaning if it does not leave the door slightly ajar for open competition. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar observed during the debate in the Constituent Assembly on the Equality Clause that any reservation normally ought to be for a minority of seats. This is one of the points often urged in favor of the 50% cap imposed by the court on total reservation, albeit with some allowance for relaxation in special circumstances. It is still a matter of debate whether the ceiling has innate sanctity, but it is clear that wherever it is imperative that the cap be breached, a special case must be made for it. Such a debate should not divert attention from the fact that there is a continuing need for a significant quota for STs, especially those living in areas under the 5th Schedule Special Dispensation. In this backdrop, it is somewhat disappointing that courts tend to record a vita dicta advocating a revision of the list of SCs and STs. While the power to amend the lists notified by the President is not in dispute, it is somewhat uncharitable to say that the advanced and affluent sections within SCs and STs are cornering all benefits and do not permit an trickle down. Indian society is still some distance from reaching that point. Joining of giants on Facebook Jio deal. The coming together of Facebook and Jio is exciting, but there is a risk of a monopoly. Facebook's decision to invest 43,574 crore rupees for a 9.9% stake in Reliance Industries ET's Jio platforms marks a rare coming together of two giants who have a reputation for market domination. The focus of their combined might is the India retail sector, a difficult terrain as large parts of it are still unorganized. But then for the same reason, it holds potential for huge disruption. In recent years, the retail space has been an ongoing battlefield for behemoths such as Amazon and Walmart, themselves globally dominant players. The other interested parties in this are payment services companies such as the SoftBank and Alibaba-backed Paytm, and Google, which runs Google Pay. But the combination of Facebook and Reliance will be difficult to beat. They seem to have both the marketplace and the payment solution sides covered. For Facebook's WhatsApp messaging service, India is the biggest market with over 400 million users. It currently awaits regulatory approval for its payment solutions. Jio is now India's #1 telecom brand by user base, less than 4 years after it launched its service. And then, JioMart is a recently launched commerce marketplace, which seeks to connect local retailers with consumers. And this is why the largest investment for a minority stake by a technology company anywhere in the world, as a Reliance Industries press release put it to describe the Facebook move, has been notably accompanied by an agreement to further accelerate business on the JioMart platform using WhatsApp. In short, it is a win-win deal for both players. While its social media services and messaging services have been extremely popular in India, Facebook has however struggled to get past regulatory concerns in India over some of its ambitious projects such as its free limited internet offering Free Basics and digital currency Libra. While it stays blocked in mainland China, Facebook now gets to participate in a stronger way in one of the world's fastest growing markets for e-commerce. Reliance can rely on the popular messaging service to accelerate the building of its marketplace. It has also received handy money to reduce its debt. The deal, coming as it does at a time when the world is fighting the coronavirus pandemic, is a thumbs up to India's potential. It is noteworthy that this is the largest foreign direct investment in the technology sector in India. But will the deal that brings together the world's largest social media company and the group that is a leader in everything from oil to data lead to more consolidation and fewer players, as it happened in the telecom sector? It is a big question mark, and the deal should not be passed without closely scrutinizing this. For the future of India's internet economy is at stake.